Before you even step foot on Perfect Day at CocoCay, Royal Caribbean gives you lots of opportunities to spend extra money. There's the water park, Hideaway Beach, Coco Beach Club, cabanas, daybeds, excursions, equipment rentals, and plenty of other upgrades that can quickly add hundreds of dollars to your cruise. But do you actually need any of them? Can you get off the ship, spend the entire day at Perfect Day, eat lunch, have snacks, go to the beach, enjoy some sun, use the pool, and actually have the complete experience without spending anything extra? That's what we're going to figure out today. I'm going to show you exactly what a $0 day at CocoCay could look like, what you would be giving up, and the 3 situations where I think paying for an upgrade may still be worth it. If you're new to the channel, I'm Brad. My goal is to help you get the most out of your vacation with honest trip reviews, guides, and real-world tips. If you'd like more videos like this, hit subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Let's dive right in. But first, let's talk about what exactly do I mean by having a free day at CocoCay? Because I'm sure you're probably thinking, well, I paid for the cruise, so I'm already paying money to get there, and yeah, that is true. CocoCay is included in a lot of itineraries, and you are paying to get there. But today, I'm asking the question, do you need to pay anything more once you're already there? And the good news is, CocoCay is a lot bigger than what it probably looks like when you're first looking through the cruise planner. So, what exactly is included at Perfect Day at CocoCay? You do not need to purchase an excursion or admission ticket just to walk into CocoCay. Once you arrive, you have access to multiple beaches, Oasis Lagoon, the children's splash areas, sports courts, beach games, complimentary dining locations, lounge chairs, umbrellas, tram transportation, and other basic island amenities. Now that's plenty to already build a full port day around. So the one thing I want to make clear is that Royal Caribbean has not put the good parts of CocoCay behind some kind of paywall. The paid attractions are upgrades that create different types of experiences. They are not admission tickets to the only worthwhile areas of the island. So let's start building our $0 extra Perfect Day itinerary. The first big decision is not whether you're going to upgrade. The first big decision is which included beach is going to define the type of day you're going to have. And that matters because not every beach at CocoCay feels the same. If you want the easiest version of a classic Caribbean beach day, Chill Island is probably the most obvious starting point. It has plenty of chairs, food and amenities are nearby, and it looks like what many people imagine when they picture a beach day in the Bahamas. The downside is that it's also one of the first major beach areas people encounter. When 2 large ships are visiting, it can become very busy very quickly. If Chill Island feels too crowded, keep walking towards Breezy Bay. Breezy Bay gives you a similar beach experience, but I've generally found it to be a little more spread out and relaxed. It can be a good alternative for someone who wants to remain near the main island amenities without stopping at the first crowded row of chairs. Now, if you want more activity, head on to South Beach. South Beach is larger, more spread out, and close to sports courts and other games. This is where I would go with a group who wants to move around, play some volleyball, or have a more active atmosphere. Now for a quieter day, Cove Beach is one of the better included options. It is more tucked away and does not receive as much foot traffic as some of the main beaches, but the trade-off is that you give up a little convenience. But South Beach and its nearby amenities are only a short walk away. Finally, Harbor Beach has calmer and more protected water that can make it a good choice for families with younger children or anyone who prefers an easier swimming area. Now, my personal strategy is to start the day at probably Chill Beach or Breezy Bay, but I'm not going to stop at the first chair that I see. And if picking the best beach is your biggest question, I already tested every beach at CocoCay, and I've got a full comparison video that I'll link here and in the description down below, because I go into more detail about the location, the atmosphere, and the trade-offs for each one. Now, skipping the paid attractions does not mean you have to spend 6 hours sitting in the same chair. Oasis Lagoon is also included. The pool is large, it has plenty of seating around it, and the environment is usually more energetic and social. There is a swim-up bar, although anything you order there may cost extra unless it's already covered by a package you've previously purchased. Now around the island, you can also find activities like volleyball, basketball, table tennis, and other beach games. Families have access to included splash and play areas. You could spend the first part of the morning at the beach and then move toward Oasis Lagoon for lunch. Now, next question up, can you eat well without paying extra? One of the biggest reasons I think a $0 extra day really works is because of the included food. You do not need to return to the ship, though you can if you want to. And you're not limited to a tiny snack table hidden somewhere in the corner of the island. CocoCay has several complimentary dining locations. The exact choices will vary by location, but you can typically find items like burgers, sandwiches, hot dogs, tacos, salads, sides, desserts, and other casual lunch options. Snack Shack is usually my first choice. The food is simple, but it works perfectly for a beach day, and I would not feel like I needed to pay for a premium meal just to have a satisfying lunch. So what exactly would a $0 day look like? Well, here's my typical itinerary. I'd get off the ship reasonably early, but I would not feel like I had to be the first person standing at the gangway. I'd walk toward Chill Beach or Breezy Bay and spend the first couple of hours enjoying the beach before the island becomes busier. And around noon, I'd grab an easy lunch at the Snack Shack or Skipper's Grill. Now, you may want to eat a little later or a little earlier, depending on if there are two giant ships in port that day. After lunch, I might move towards South Beach or Cove Beach to relax for the afternoon. Later in the afternoon, if I'm sticking around, I might head to Oasis Lagoon, grab another snack, or take one final swim before heading back to the ship. So that gives you beach time, pool time, snack time, swimming time, time for activities, and multiple parts of the island without paying extra. And of course, you can easily adjust the itinerary. The important part is you're not locked into one chair just because you skipped paying extra for those upgrades. Now you're probably wondering, what actually costs extra? There are plenty of ways to spend extra money at CocoCay. Let me tell you, I've spent lots of money over the years at CocoCay. Thrill Waterpark requires paid admission and includes the major water slides, a wave pool, and other water park attractions. Hideaway Beach also requires admission. This is the adults-only area with a large pool, swim-up bar, music, and a more energetic beach club atmosphere. Coco Beach Club, on the other hand, is a premium and relaxed option. Admission includes access to its private beach and a pool area, along with an upgraded lunch. You can also spend extra on cabanas, daybeds, the zipline, snorkel gear, all kinds of different excursions and equipment, souvenirs, drinks, and other rentals and activities. Depending on your sailing, some of these prices can be quite substantial. So the important distinction is this: those extra upgrades are not paying to fix a bad complimentary experience. They are paying to make CocoCay a totally different type of day. So when does it make sense to actually pay extra? Even though you can have a great day at CocoCay without spending anything more, there are 3 instances where I think it makes sense to pay for the upgrades. First is when one specific attraction is the reason why you wanted to go to CocoCay in the first place. If your kids have been watching videos of Daredevil's Peak for months, and the water park is the thing they are most excited about, then purchasing Thrill Waterpark admission may be completely reasonable. The second is when you want a type of environment that's not provided by the complimentary options. Hideaway Beach makes sense for adults who want music, a lively pool, a swim-up bar, and an adults-only atmosphere. Coco Beach Club, on the other hand, makes sense for someone who wants a quiet, premium experience, some better food, more attentive service, and additional space. And third is when convenience really has a value for you and your group. A cabana can make sense for a large family or a group that wants shade, a consistent meeting place, and a reserved space throughout the day. It may also work when several people are splitting the cost. But for a couple or a solo traveler who mainly wants to swim, eat lunch, and relax, the included chairs and umbrellas may be all you need. So, can you actually have a perfect day at CocoCay with spending $0 extra? Yes, I think for most people you absolutely can. If your idea of a good port day includes a beach, a large pool, lunch, snacks, and enough variety to keep the day interesting, the included experience is more than enough. The paid attractions can be worth it when you want something specific, but none of those are required to enjoy CocoCay. The biggest mistake is paying for an upgrade before you've decided what kind of day you want to have. Start with that decision, then figure out whether or not the included areas already give you everything you need. And if you've decided to skip the upgrades, your next question is probably which included beach you should choose. I tested every beach at CocoCay, and you could watch the full comparison here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on board again soon.